Did this morning at the end, very, very fast. He might be thinking, pull out a lead and then get onto the dry bike.
Yeah, a very good strategy indeed, Dylan. Right, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're in the Czech Republic. We are in Brno. The summer break is over. The Grand Prix of the... I don't know where the gods play their part. They're coming down into the stadium section for the very first time. There is the two Tech 3 bikes running together. But it's Jorge Lorenzo who leads the way into turn 8.
Lorenzo on the medium options. There is Marquez in second place. It's Dovizioso, Ross.
Lorenzo that leads the way, and that Ducati just gobbles up the tarmac as he races up towards turn 13.
Vinales got aggressive on Dani Pedrosa at turn number 11. He got himself up into 6th place. I think Pedrosa's been also overtaken by Johan Zarco. He has. So Dani Pedrosa's just struggling on that first lap.
But then just bides his time.
Petrucci thought about look up the inside of Cal Crutchlow, thought better of it down at turn number 3. He squeezed the brake on any harder, he might have tucked the front there. Petrucci, Lorenzo's got a really big lead now, it's over 1 second, and Rossi's up the inside.
Every moment it is, because Vinales is all over him like a He's been absolutely swallowed up by the field. He must be, and his team must be praying for rain. Dylan, just a very quick word on the weather. Any sign of any rain?
No sign of any rain, so, and bear in mind, Marquez's number 2 bike is set up completely for the...
To go, Jorge Lorenzo is absolutely on fire at the front. Marquez is coming in.
We've got loads of riders coming in now.
Oh, what a sensational start to the race here in Brno. Marquez in, and this is with slick tyres, you say, Dylan?
This is slick. Very, very quickly, the riders will start to feel like they're riding on jelly and marbles very, very quickly.
We ride with Dovizioso, that is Johan Zarco behind him. But now they have to be considering, I think Marquez had no choice, but the guys on the medium tyres must be starting to think, you know, we're going to have to cut.
His second bike is now having to be changed to a dry setup, as is Jorge Lorenzo's, because they were ready with another wet bike now. And of course, it's not just the tyres, it's the link. They got to change the suspension, many things.
Yeah, you can see these guys have got no grip. Carol Abraham's being told to come in. There you can see team communication. He's getting that message on his...
He is on slicks, loads into the pits now. We wait for Marquez to come.
Oh, there's been a fall in the pit lane. Somebody's gone down the pit lane. Was that Andrea Iannone? Andrea Iannone, I think, yeah, he's crashed in the pit lane.
Can any more happen in this race? Espargaro back in the race. Redding back in the race. Everybody...
Yes, not quite. If he came in now, he would not have a bike at the moment. Same goes for Jorge Lorenzo. Not ready yet. The Yamahas, they are good to go.
Well, that's obviously why they haven't boarded or communicated with Lorenzo and Dovizioso to come in. Lorenzo has a good long look over his left shoulder, he knows. But Lorenzo's come in, Petrucci was getting a message coming. Vinales has come in, Petrucci has come in. Rossi's gone round again, as has Johan Zarco, as has Andrea Dovizioso.
Right, are they ready for Jorge Lorenzo? We are about to find out. Is putting in laps that nobody else can match.
So only Rossi, Zarco and Dovizioso, your trio on screen right now. These are the only 3 guys that have not come in. These 3 are on the medium Michelin rain tyres. Now we've seen it before.
Surely Rossi's got to come in. Surely Rossi's got to come in, followed by the 2 behind him. Here they are. There is Zarco. There is Dovizioso. 46 box.
Hector Barbara's just come in as well. Rossi has to come in surely this time around. He cannot continue. It's faster than Johan Zarco, and Valentino Rossi's come in the pits. It's a lap or 2 late for Rossi.
Rossi in. Flag to flag for Rossi. Back out, number 46. Where will he be when he comes? Well, obviously on the next lap. Rossi out, as you can see, Dovizioso lap, wasn't it? Came in, changed.
Look at the difference.
It almost appeared that it was deliberate, doesn't it?
The difference is unbelievable. I mean, it looks like Johan Zarco's riding a Moto3 bike out there at the moment. Just look at the difference between full slicks.
As we stand at the moment.
Something happened in the pit lane then between Andrea Iannone and Alex Espargaro. We clearly saw Andrea Iannone was on the floor. He's currently under investigation. Didn't really see what kick-started that incident, but there was no doubt about it. Andrea Iannone definitely crashed in the pit lane. Fingers crossed that there was no injuries to any team person.
Pedrosa, Petrucci, Rins, Crutchlow 9, Miller, Vinales, Baz, Paul Espargaro, Rossi, Dovizioso, Rabat, Smith, Sam Lowes, Jorge Lorenzo in 19th place, Batista in 20th. And no sign of in 22nd place, Hector Barber in 23.
Quick word on Hector Barber. He had gone out on slicks but came back in and seemed to have some problem with the rear of the bike, but his team sent him back out again.
Right, we're going to take one more lap because I think Zarco's going to go way down, isn't it? When we have a look at the when they go over
the line, still lapping in those mid 157s.
15 minutes ago, Matt and myself were open mouthed at the decision by Honda to go out on that softer option wet weather tyre. Honda knows something we did. He went out for 2 laps, Pole Espargaro. This is a battle for 12th place. Don't forget Valentino Rossi, what, 3 laps ago, actually led the way before he came in and had to change to the slick tyres.
Well, this could be a massive pendulum swing towards Marc Marquez in terms of the World Championship. He leads by almost 20 seconds, and his closest rival
behind Pole Espargaro. This is the battle for 12th place as they come down towards the Kevin Schwantz corner. That would be the championship position. 23-point advantage Marquez would have had. So he would have opened up another 18 points after Marquez. And with the changing conditions, everything else, it's going to be interesting. But front, and he can ride a race at the front, Marc Marquez. Seen it on many occasions. Did he take the gamble, or did they really know it wasn't 1-2 in this race?
Yeah, Danny Pedrosa ruthlessly up the inside of Karel Abraham. So Pedrosa has now taken 4th place, and the podium well within sight of Danny Pedrosa. He'll be clawing back vital championship points on the likes of Vinales, Dovizioso and Rossi.
I know last year, this is very reminiscent, but he's got a 20-second advantage, his teammate, and even Danny Pedrosa in this sort of form, I don't think he's going to be able to pull that back. Pedrosa crosses the line though in 2nd place, 22.7 seconds down on his teammate Marc Marquez.
Yeah, Pedrosa.
Marquez and of course Dovizioso just 6. This is an absolute disaster.
Like Dylan said, Dovizioso's hand was forced a little bit because they couldn't bring him in, the bike wasn't ready, so he had to stay out a little bit longer than what he would have hoped for.
How does the sky look, Dylan? I'm sorry to keep asking you, but you know, it could be another twist in the tail.
Crutchlow. So pretty hard move there by Petrucci down at turn number 10.
Eased him out Speedway style, didn't he? Just opened the door up. There is Crutchlow, there is Petrucci.
Yeah, but you look at the lap times on slick tyres.
Right, 4 Redding, 5 Petrucci, 6 Crutchlow, 7 Abraham, 8 Vinales, 9 Rims, 10 Miller, 11 Rossi, 12 Dovizioso, 13 Pole Espargaro, 14 Lawrence Paz, 15th Johan Zarco, the Tito Rabat, Bradley Smith, Sam Lowe's, Jorge Lorenzo, Jonas Folger and Alvaro Bautista. There is Elijah Espargaro. This is the battle for 3rd place. There's Pedrosa, and here we go. There is Espargaro, Petrucci, Redding, Crutchlow, Karel Abraham. Well, he finished 7th in Assen, didn't he, Karel Abraham? So Maverick Vinales, but he has an opportunity to grab some points and open up a little bit of a gap on Dovizioso and Rossi in the championship battle. He ain't going to close the gap, though, on the man at the front, Marc Marquez.
No. Pedrosa's got serious pace, as has Andrea Dovizioso.
I promise you. Well, imagine we're riding with Cal Crutchlow, aren't we, here, just watching what's going on in front of him. Certainly rare. There is Petrucci 9, 41 is Elijah Espargaro. They come down into the stadium section. That means there is 10.5.
Brilliant, but it's still not a match for the superior power of the Ducati. On board with Cal Crutchlow as we come through turn number 12, out of horsepower hill. Vinales is there now, putting real pressure on Scott Redding. As Petrucci found his way through, he has, using the grunt of that Ducati GP17. So Petrucci snatched 10th place at 157.139. On board again with Cal Crutchlow through turn 3. Maverick Vinales is coming back into podium contention here as well. Vinales under a second behind Cal.
Vinales really giving them a tough old go at the moment. So 20 points as it stands at the moment would be the difference in the World Championship. And if Vinales can get past the 3 in front of him, sounds easy, doesn't it? Not as easy, but he does look in good nick behind Cal Crutchlow as Karel Abraham crashes out at his home Grand Prix. What a shame.
It's Bautista, I think, isn't it?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It is Alvaro Bautista. We're going to look at it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, front end.
Turn number 10, fast old crash, just lost
where he crashed on Saturday morning.
Yeah, that oil leak. Now, so Valentino Rossi still might be able to salvage a surprise podium here in Brno.
8.5 laps to go. This is the battle for third place. The two Repsol Hondas out the front have disappeared. I was going to say into the sunshine, but it's not quite sunshine. We will tell you the
grip. The Vizioso is about to pick up Carol Abraham as well. So Carol Abraham, who at one stage a few laps ago looked like he was competing for what would have been a dream, a sensational home podium here in Brno. Now he's going to be fighting just to hang on inside the top 10. Aleix Espargaro's podium challenge looks like it's running.
So is past Abraham.
Aleix Espargaro's got to drop back 3 places. He'll be getting that message now on his dashboard, Aleix Espargaro. That's obviously why he was looking over his shoulder when he saw Vinales maybe. We said that he never, Vinales.
And is that for the incident in pit lane? The place that will be a bit more arm boosted than Maverick Vinales. There's nothing he can do for what happened at the front with Marc Marquez and the train. There you go. Exactly what Matt has been telling you. Aleix Espargaro to drop 3 positions due to unsafe release in pit lane.
Yeah, what happened was there, Aleix Espargaro and his team, well, his team really should have held Aleix Espargaro until Andrea Iannone had safely pulled in. Andrea Iannone basically toppled off because he thought he was going to slam into the side of Aleix Espargaro, and that's the reason why donors think that in flag-to-flag scenarios, HRC and Marc Marquez tend to get their strategy absolutely bang on the money, whereas Yamaha and Valentino Rossi, they are sometimes a little bit behind the 8 ball.
Was a difficult situation because of the weather conditions.
Marc Marquez, so he's only going to be surrendering 9 points. It could have been a lot worse. Loris Baz has crashed out. We thought it was going to be a wet race. Loris Baz might be a contender for the podium, but unfortunately he's crashed out of 14th place.
Here is Cal Crutchlow, of course, the one that race here.
Faster than Petrucci. So he should be able to catch them and pass them pretty easily with the pace that Rossi showed last time around.
This is Crutchlow and Petrucci. Rossi, as you can see, closing all the time, and as I said earlier, it's absolutely vital World Championship points for Rossi. I honestly, I have a feeling they did it deliberately. They really thought the weather was going to do exactly what it has done. Here is Rossi, we ride with him right behind Danilo Petrucci's great mate.
Yeah, Petrucci struggling for grip here. You can see Cal Crutchlow streaking away from the Italian.
Rossi eyes him up, there's plenty of lines at this very long, wide first corner. No, Rossi not able to get through. You'd think when they get down to 3 and 4, the first of the fast S's section, that Rossi would try and nip up the inside or try and get round the outside as they come out at turn 4. Here's Cal. Championship-wise now, can Dovizioso get past Petrucci, pick up some more World Championship points with 4.5 laps to go. Well, here is Crutchlow, just got a glimpse of Rossi and Petrucci behind him.
Yeah, second then the gap between Crutchlow and Rossi.
And if it was deliberate, it's one of the masterstrokes of all masterstrokes, isn't it?
You wonder how close he was to maybe even starting on slick tyres.
Perhaps he just didn't want to give the game away. You know, perhaps he didn't want to do it. Just thought, no, I'm just going to...
And Valentino Rossi. Rossi's come from 14th then to 4th place. It looks like Danilo Petrucci's got nothing left in the tank. He's going to now be aiming to keep himself in that top 6 ahead of Andrea Dovizioso.
So those gambles, if they work, you're regarded as a genius. If they don't, you're regarded, well, people just say, what the hell were they playing at?
Yeah, I mean, the more you think about
the way he's ridden, it's going to do his confidence a great deal of good, and he hasn't let Marquez get away with the championship battle. There you are, 4th place for Cal Crutchlow. So we look at Maverick Vinales running in 3rd.
Barring a mistake from Maverick Vinales, be back on the podium here in Brno. Lucio Cecchinelli looking pretty pensive. The gap between Vinales and Crutchlow is 1.7 seconds. Vinales is not going to be throwing away that gap unless he makes an almighty mistake. Lynn Jarvis looking on. It's the gap between Marquez and Vinales going to the Red Bull Ring in Austria next weekend, where you've got to say Ducati will be a big favourite based on what we saw last year when Iannone and Dovizioso dominated at the Red Bull Ring.
We ride with Rossi, the man in the distance is Crutchlow. They're coming down towards the Kevin Schwantz corner. 2 to go. It could be a mighty tight last lap. There is Crutchlow, 35-46, of course, Valentino Rossi. A very important battle for 4th place because there's some crucial World Championship points at stake now. And Rossi can get out here tight. He might have a go as they go down towards turn 10, the Kevin Schwantz corner. We switch back now to Crutchlow. A lap and a half to go. This is the battle for 4th. Here comes Rossi. No, not close enough again.
Slow one. Oh, Dovizioso's got.
There is Danny Pedrosa, rather lonely second place for Danny Pedrosa. Here's Maverick Vinales in third place, and now the real battle of the race. 1 lap to go of this magnificent Bruno circuit. Rossi closes up once again. He's going to have a nibble. He's surely going to be down at turn.
He has a look up the inside of Crutchlow, and he's got the inside line. Crutchlow tries to hold firm, and Rossi's got the inside line. He will take 4th place. Crucial 2 World Championship points there for Rossi.
Yeah, when we go to Valencia in November, that pass could be vital. We start talking about World Championship on matter. Marc Marquez wins here in an absolutely masterclass of riding and tactics to open up an advantage in the World Championship battle.
His Repsol Honda teammate Danny Pedrosa.
Boy, I bet they were biting their fingernails in the early part of that race. And well done, Maverick Vinales. Really good ride. There's Roman Facada, he's a crew chief. Boy, Lorenzo led the race in the early stages when it was in the wet. In the end, finishing